He won't always say it, but if he does these things, he's all in. Because real love isn't loud, it's consistent, quiet, subtle, and yet, it speaks the loudest when you need it most. In this video, we're going to decode the subtle language of love. The 5 things men do when they're not just playing at love, but truly choosing you every single day. Stay tuned, because recognizing these signs could be the key to unlocking a lifetime of love. Sign number 1. He protects your peace. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to amplify chaos? They walk into a room and suddenly the energy shifts. Everything feels heavier, more complicated. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine a man who walks into your life and instead of adding to the noise, he absorbs it. This is a man who understands the preciousness of your peace. He won't raise his voice when you're vulnerable. He won't feed chaos into your storms. He'll protect your peace, not because he's perfect, but because your calm matters more than his ego. He sees your vulnerability not as weakness, but as a sacred space he wants to protect. Think about it. Have you ever had someone witness your tears, your fears, your deepest insecurities, and instead of judging you, they held space for you? They didn't try to fix you or tell you to cheer up. They simply allowed you to feel what you needed to feel, without making it about them. This man, the one who truly loves you, he pays attention to your moods. He knows when you're overwhelmed, and instead of making it about him, why are you so stressed? Or what's wrong with you now? He becomes your pause, your breath, your stillness. He might offer a comforting hug, a listening ear, or simply hold your hand in silence. He understands that sometimes the most loving thing he can do is just be there, a steady presence amidst the storm. This is a love that runs deeper than fleeting passion. It's a love rooted in respect, understanding, and a deep desire to see you thrive. It's the kind of love that whispers, "You're safe with me," without him ever having to say a word. Sign number 2, he remembers the little things. Anyone can remember your birthday, anyone can show up with flowers on Valentine's Day, but the man who's all in, he remembers the things that most people wouldn't even register. He remembers how you like your coffee, the precise amount of sugar, the dash of cinnamon you sprinkle on top. He remembers that one time you mentioned your childhood dog's name, a fleeting detail lost in the flow of conversation, yet he held on to it. He remembers the way your voice changes when you're excited, that subtle shift in tone that betrays your carefully composed exterior. It's in the small things, you see. The lyrics he saved because they reminded him of you, the way he knows your favorite takeout order by heart, the text he sent on a random Tuesday just to say, "I hope your meeting went okay." These aren't grand gestures, meticulously planned and executed for applause. These are the whispers of a heart that's truly paying attention, a mind that's constantly collecting these precious fragments of you. Think about it. How does it make you feel when someone remembers something you told them, something you barely even remember telling them? It makes you feel seen, heard, valued. It tells you that you're not just another face in the crowd, but someone they genuinely cherish. This is the power of noticing the little things. It's a love language all its own, one that speaks volumes about the depth of his feelings. It's a love that says, "You matter to me," in ways big and small. Sign number 3, he shows up on your worst days. Anyone can love the light in you. Anyone can bask in your sunshine, revel in your laughter, and celebrate your victories. But the man who's truly in love, he stays through the storms. He doesn't just sign up for the highlight reel, he embraces the raw, unfiltered version of you. When you're crying and don't want to talk, he doesn't leave. He doesn't pressure you to open up or try to fix it. He simply sits with you in your pain, offering his silent support. When you lash out from pain, he understands it's not about him. He sees through the anger, the frustration, the fear, and recognizes the hurt beneath it all. He doesn't take your words personally because he knows your heart is hurting. When life gets ugly, he shows up anyway, not to fix you, but to sit in it with you. He doesn't shy away from your darkness, your imperfections, your messy humanity. In fact, it's in those moments of vulnerability that his love shines brightest. This is a love that's more than skin deep. It's a love that's weathered the storms, faced the shadows, and emerged even stronger. It's a love that whispers, "I'm here for it all," and means every word. Sign number 4, he puts we over me. There's a subtle but profound shift that occurs when a man goes from loving you to choosing you, daily. It's a shift in language, in priorities, in the very fabric of his decisions. He stops making solo decisions. He no longer sees his life as a singular journey, but rather a shared adventure. He asks how you feel about the job he's considering, even though it's his career on the line. He values your opinion, your insights, your perspective. He knows that your happiness is intrinsically linked to his own. He says we, without even noticing. It becomes second nature, this effortless inclusion of you in his thoughts, his plans, his dreams. It's no longer my life and your life, but our life. A shared tapestry woven from the threads of your individual experiences. His dreams start to include you. He no longer fantasizes about solo adventures or personal triumphs. Instead, he envisions a future where you're standing beside him, hand in hand, conquering the world together. His plans feel incomplete without your voice. He seeks your input, not out of obligation, but out of a genuine desire to create a life that reflects both of your desires. He understands that the most fulfilling journeys are those shared with someone you love. This is a love that's built on a foundation of partnership, of mutual respect, of shared dreams and aspirations. It's a love that says your happiness is my happiness and means it with every fiber of his being. Finally, sign number 5. He talks about the future like you're already there. Perhaps the clearest sign that a man is truly in love with you is how he talks about the future. Does he speak in hypotheticals, or does he paint vivid pictures of a future where you're already by his side, the man who's all in? He sees a future, and you're in it, without question. There's no hesitation, no wavering, no what-ifs. You are an integral part of his vision for the future, a non-negotiable element in his life's blueprint. He says, when we get our place, when we travel to Japan, when our kids ask how we met. He doesn't just fantasize about these things, he speaks about them with a certainty that's both reassuring and exhilarating. He doesn't just fantasize, he includes, he builds with you. He asks for your input on the color palette for that dream home, the itinerary for that adventure abroad, the values you want to instill in your future children. This isn't just about empty promises or sweet nothings whispered in the dark. This is about a deep-seated belief in the power of us, a conviction that your journey together is just beginning. It's about the way his eyes light up when he talks about the future, a future where you're not just present but thriving, laughing, and creating a life more beautiful than either of you could have imagined alone. This is a love that's not afraid to dream big, to plan for a lifetime, to embrace the unknown with open arms and open hearts. It's a love that whispers, we're in this together, for better or for worse, and means it with every beat of his heart. True love speaks volumes. He might not always say the words, but if he does these 5 things, he's loving you louder than any I love you ever could. Because real love isn't about grand gestures or empty promises, it's about the quiet consistency, the unwavering support, the unspoken understanding that binds 2 souls together. Which of these signs have you seen before, or missed until now? Tell us in the comments. Someone might need to hear your story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real love insights.